Everyone at Naramov's was now looking at Tomsky, trying to guess or figure out which sort of secret it could be. They were still enjoying some coffee and champagne next to the pleasant fire. Someone had lit some candles a while ago, and at this stage the atmosphere was warm and full of intrigue. The young officers listened with increased attention. Tomsky lit his pipe, puffed away for a moment, and then continued. That same evening my grandmother went to Versailles to the Jeu de la Reine. The Duke of Orleans kept the bank. My grandmother excused herself in an offhand manner for not having yet paid her debt by inventing some little story, and then began to play against him. She chose 3 cards and played them one after the other, winning at the largest bet of them all. This way, my grandmother recovered every farthing that she had lost. Mere chance, said one of the guests. A tale, observed Herman. Perhaps they were marked cards, said a third. I do not think so, replied Tomsky, gravely. What? Said Naramov. You have a grandmother who knows how to hit upon 3 lucky cards in succession, and you have never yet succeeded in getting the secret of it out of her? That's the deuce of it, replied Tomsky. She had 4 sons, one of whom was my father. All 4 were totally addicted gamblers, and yet not to one of them did she ever reveal her secret. Although it would not have been a bad thing either for them or for me. But in regards to that, this is what I heard from my uncle, Count Ivan Ilyich, and he assured me on his honor that it was true. The late Chablitsky, the same who died in poverty after having squandered millions once lost in his youth, about 300,000 rubles, to Zorich. If I remember rightly, he was in despair. My grandmother, who was always very severe upon the extravagance of young men, took pity. However, upon Chablitsky, she revealed 3 cards to him to pick up and advised him to play them one after the other, betting at the highest value, compelling him to promise that he would never play at cards again as long as he lived. Chablitsky then went to his victorious opponent, and they began a fresh game. On the first card, he staked 50,000 rubles and won. He doubled the stake and won again, till at last, by pursuing the same tactics, won in total far more than he had lost. But it is time to go to bed. It is 2:45 already, and indeed, it was already beginning to dawn. The young men emptied their glasses, and then took leave of each other. The Queen of Spades. Narrated by Andrew Ward. Directed by Elena Aguyo-Bernabeu. Adapted by Luis Garcia Ward. Music by Ravel, played by Felipe Saro. Sound effects by soundj.com. For more stories, visit audiostory.com.